Good morning, Prof. This is Uday speaking, and I want to share the cloud native development assignment 6. And I just want to say that there are lots of moving parts, and sometimes the ports overlap. For example, the Grafana port is 3000, and the Node.js also is 3000, so these overlap. But I want to take you to the end first and show you the end result of the Prometheus and Grafana. So this is our Prometheus. So this is the panel we have, and here's the graph, and here the alerts. And yeah, so we have this, and also I want to show the Grafana dashboard right away. So here we have a new dashboard. We can create a new dashboard. We can add a new panel. And then if we go to metrics, we have, we can have different buckets. And yes, we have process memory bytes, yes. And we can, virtual memory bytes, yes. We can see open file descriptors and CPU seconds total. I'm showing it from the end because I'm going to go backtrack it, and sometimes the ports overlap. So I want to say that I have the end result already, and then the virtual, yeah. So, and then we have for others. What do we have from here? Let's go to Prometheus. Yes, we have this RAS reload, and we have concurrency max, log enabled. Request duration, yes. So we see the time for it takes for the request duration started at 0 seconds. Is this milliseconds? Probably. And then as the time went on and I was working on it, and now more and more processes were up. So this is the Prometheus. Response size, yeah. So Prof, this is the Grafana and Prometheus. And I want to say the reason it took so long is because each one had their own way of doing it. We can do this through Docker, we can do it through GitHub, we can do this through Helm, but for me, the process that worked was from GitHub, Prof. Yeah, that's the one that worked for me. And I have the end result also here, screenshot here. And yes, this is what worked for Git clone this. So this worked for me, and I'll show you my other methods, other attempts. I attempted to add the community stable Helm chart, and I attempted Docker also. It didn't work, and especially Prof, because my Node.js were NPM. I tried NPM also. I tried installing NPM 7, it didn't work, Prof. So I cleaned the cache. So at the end, only I had NPM 6.4, you know. So this is the NPM 6.14 that I had. I could not upgrade to 7, and I tried several methods, Prof. It did not let me, you know, and so I couldn't use this method. This is the method given in the video, LinkedIn, and this didn't work for me, Prof. For my current environment, it didn't let me. So that's why it took a very long time. So each installation was a great workaround for me, but I think it's a great experience also. So this is how I backtracked this. And one of the first, and yes, also the health checks. I want to show you the health checks also right away. Right from, we'll start from the back in this one. And okay, not this one. Yeah, the health checks. Most interesting, Prof. We have 3 health checks. We have live, ready, health, and that's a ping check. So we put a ping check in that. And I want to show, what is it? Yeah, this port and 3000 here. Okay, so for this, Prof, I'm going to backtrack this, and because Grafana took this port 3000, Prof, so that's the thing. I know I can install Grafana on another port because 3000 I want to keep for Node.js. Let's see if I can do a workaround. You know, that's the thing, Rafi. I had to find the config files to change the port on all these. But if we use a Docker container, I could probably port forward to a different port, you know. Okay, so yeah, so I'll take my node. Let's go right to the beginning now. And I'm going to, yeah, this is the chart. And so this is the installation of NPM Express, but we've done all this. So we have an Express my app, so we know all this, and then cat package JSON. Now NPM install, NPM start. So the thing is, I didn't know how to change the port for this. There's 3000, but because we have Docker, I'm going to use Docker and port forward. So what I'll have to do is Docker build -t node server tag and Docker file, and we put this dot for the whole directory. So everything in this directory is going to be compiled and the Docker file is going to be created with a tag called node server. And I'm going to take this here. Prof, my connection is getting stuck very often. It never happened in AWS like this. Yes. Now, if you look, there's already a Docker file here, but I'm not going to use that. I'll create a new one. Yes, and here's my Prometheus client that I installed, and here's the Health Connect. Yeah, so this is a very good example, except that I can't change the port here. I wish I could, but let's do it. Let's just use Docker and leverage the advantages of Docker. Okay, Docker build. Right, so node server build. I think there's already a node server, Prof. I'll check, you know, because yeah, so Docker PS. Is that one? Docker images. Oh, there it is, Prof. There's already node server. So I'm going to it should be Docker remove, right? Docker. I don't want to use the wrong command. That's it. It's just .rm. .rm node server. No. Okay, so that's that. Let's just, yeah, I'll just create it again. Maybe it'll overwrite. So I'm going to doc server, Docker, node server. Yeah, we'll say. Perfect. So successfully did it. And okay, it tagged it as the latest, you know. So that's cool. Docker images. Server, yes. Okay. So it did use the same name but updated that image. That's perfect. Now we go to Docker, and I'm going to expose a different port. So I'm going to expose give it to 3005. I'll just now let me see netstat -an grep 3007. Nothing. It's not being used. So we have that. Okay. Perfect. So now I'm going to take this and run this node server. I'm going to say 3007, 3007. Let's say, yeah. So I'm going to run this at a port with 7 and 3007. That's minus small I actually. Oh, awesome. Yeah. So we're going to go here. 34, 2007. Huh. 2007. Change this to 2000. To go straight to Grafana, just to run this port here. Let me choose something interesting. So just put it at start minus n. Okay, it's not there. Let me not change this, let me just say 3000. Perfect. And when I run my Docker, I'll say use 3000, but expose it to 3007. Yeah, that sounds better. Shouldn't confuse. So perfect. Oh my gosh, it's a great experience here. So it did go to 3007. So I'm very happy about this. And also I put the readiness checks and live checks. So if I just do live, boom, here, Prof, this is the live check. Ready. Wow, see, ready is here, ping check example for the sports data, perfect. And the other one, ready, health, also this. Prof, there's something also we can do. What we can do is, because all these metrics are just text data, we can do a curl also, it's very powerful. We can write a curl script. See, now I'm enjoying myself because I understand it. I'm able to enjoy the subject well. So, okay, let's go again. Yeah, I put it in the background. 7, yes. Okay. Perfect. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to 3007 port. I'm going to curl yes. Curl minus x. This is so cool. What is this? I don't know why it's not giving up. Oh my gosh, I typed the whole thing. Okay, I'll do it. HTTP 34 220 163. This is another big problem. It's getting stuck. This Amazon, this AWS is getting stuck, right? And the port here is 3007 live. Oh, that's it. Curl, just curl. No need to get. Okay, that's cool. Yes, Prof, here it is. That is the result of it. That is the result of ready. And if I go to live, here, oh, here it is. Here it is. Up checks this. That's called. Oh, get is not required. Okay. Yes, let me just. Yes, there you go, Prof. On the left, that's live. Ready. Perfect. And held. So I just want to show you, Prof, that we can use this to embed in our code. And if there's an error, it'll give like a, if there's no error, it's 200, the value is 200 code. But if there's an error, it'll be 403 or 404 errors for the curl, you know. So we just want to show you that we can use, we can write code to analyze the errors if we want, you know, before we go into Grafana. And yes, so before that, we go into kubectl, and yeah, and then Minikube. And I want to say that yeah, right now our layers are Docker and Prometheus and Grafana, and we've done live and health checks, but we're going to go into the orchestration with Kubernetes, and I've also done that. So yes, where's here? Good. Oh, before that, Kubernetes and Helm go together. So for Kubernetes, it's kubectl, but also I had to install Minikube in addition. So if I, and the very important thing is I cannot just do kubectl, what's it, cluster info? Yeah. Yeah, I'll get this error connection to port was refused. So for that, I have to go to CD, Docker user. Right. Now I go to Kubernetes. Right. Helm we have, and Minikube. This is the thing. For Minikube took a long time for this workaround. But if I do Minikube status, we see that it's running, configure, and I had to have a big explanation here for why how I installed it. But I was able to start driver Docker, add this new user and group, and then start this, and then status, you know. So this took a while to figure out, and I'm not a developer, so each thing was a big learning curve for me, you know? But now I think I'm able to. And next is kubectl. So yeah, we've done this. And the thing is, for kubectl, we have to run it in this folder. Oh, okay, we can run from anywhere. And we have to run it as the Docker user. So kubectl cluster. Right, so we do have it running at this port. And they've given an internal IP and co-running this. Yeah, so that's the IP, you know, and I don't think I can see this IP from outside because I only see my AWS IP. So it got put here, but it's not required. And I did all these steps for apt install Helm. So finally we'll see Helm, and we'll see the command for Helm, and that is Helm list here. To see Helm list, we do Helm list. Right, so we have Node Server and Prometheus running. Yeah. So these are the two ones. And then this was all not required because I had to install it as Docker user, you know, but I still have shown what difficulties I've had to get to this point. So that's the learning curve. So then I did git clone the Helm, and then we have Helm install, and we have a chart, Node Server, Helm list, yes, Node Server, Helm delete Node Server, liveness and readiness check. So we have this, and then Helm upgrade this. Yes, and then we add the cloud correct health added. And I've already shown that these 3 health checks, and we can do a curl. And then npm start, Docker tag this, build at this new node server. And this is what it shows. Auxiliary frame analysis, Prometheus, pod name. Oh yeah, Helm install Prometheus, but I did install it. So we forwarded to port 1990. Let's see if that is there. Let's see port 1990. There you go, Prof. This is the port 1990 for, oh, that is, of course, the Prometheus port. Right. It marks this, City of Prometheus. Prom client. This was also very tough, Prof. And of course, this one didn't work. This one. Yeah. That's fine. And we just have npm upgrade to 7, and that also didn't work. So that's why I had to let go of this method and just do a git clone, you know. So this is the one. Prometheus build, and finally this and this. Yes, Professor, that's Grafana, and we're able to see the metrics. That's a tough. This is for 6, and I'm going to use this to build on the final project, you know, and do that also as soon as possible. Thank you and have a nice day.